Would that frighten you?
Good morning, Kansas City. Let's take a look at today. Let's. Today is. Today's.
What if the moment humanity has been waiting for doesn't come with hope, but with fear? What if the proof that we are not alone is something we were never meant to see? That's the feeling I got the second Steven Spielberg's new Super Bowl trailer for Disclosure Day ended. Not excitement, not wonder, unease, the kind that quietly sits in your chest and doesn't go away. Before we begin, would you please support me? Subscribing is free and very important to me. Please subscribe for better analysis and more videos. During the Super Bowl broadcast, a brand new look at Disclosure Day dropped, and in just a short amount of time, it managed to feel heavier and more unsettling than most full-length skiffy trailers released all year. Spielberg is clearly not returning to science fiction to comfort us. He's returning to confront us. Disclosure Day revolves around humanity's first contact with extraterrestrial life, but this is not a triumphant arrival. This is not friendly lights in the sky. This is the slow realization that something has been here, watching, waiting, and preparing to be revealed. The film boasts a stacked cast that immediately signals how seriously this story is being taken. Emily Blunt, Josh O'Connor, Coleman Domingo, Eve Hughes, and Colin Firth, Wyatt Russell, and Henry Lloyd Hughes all appear, but the trailer is careful not to give too much away about who they really are or what side of the truth they stand on. One of the most chilling lines in the trailer asks a simple question. If someone showed you proof that we are not alone, would that terrify you? That single sentence feels like the thesis of the entire film. Disclosure Day is not asking whether aliens exist. It's asking whether humanity is psychologically prepared for the answer. Josh O'Connor's character appears to be at the center of this revelation. He is driven, determined, and seemingly ready to expose the truth to the entire world at once. No filters, no gradual release, total disclosure, all at the same time, and that idea alone feels dangerous. Meanwhile, Emily Blunt's character seems to be on the opposite end of the spectrum. She is a television meteorologist in Kansas City, calmly delivering a weather forecast live on air when something goes horribly wrong. In a split second, her body and expression change, suggesting she's being overtaken by an unseen extraterrestrial force. The horror here isn't loud, it's invasive. The trailer quietly builds dread through moments like these. Crop circles being investigated in silence. Characters exchanging uneasy glances. Colin Firth shown restrained in a chair, his eyes altered, his appearance unnervingly similar to Blunt's transformation. It strongly hints that whatever is happening is spreading. And then there's the final image. A UFO. Not teased, not hidden, just there, present, real. The implication is clear. This is no longer speculation. This is confirmation. What makes this especially fascinating is Spielberg's tone. This does not feel like a nostalgic throwback to his earlier Alien films. There's no childlike wonder here, no glowing fingers or gentle communication. Disclosure Day feels closer to an existential warning than an adventure. Spielberg has returned to science fiction before, but it's been years since he truly explored the genre in this way. His last sci-fi outing was Ready Player One in 2018, a film rooted in spectacle and escapism. Disclosure Day appears to be the opposite. Grounded, ominous, uncomfortable. The screenplay was written by David Coep, a longtime Spielberg collaborator who previously worked with him on Jurassic Park, The Lost World, War of the Worlds, and Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. That partnership alone should raise eyebrows. Coep understands how Spielberg balances awe with terror, and here, the balance seems intentionally tilted toward fear. What stands out most is how restrained the trailer is. It doesn't explain the rules. It doesn't identify the aliens. It doesn't name the characters. Instead, it lets atmosphere do the work. Silence, stares, sudden changes in behavior. The fear of not understanding what's happening. This is a film about disclosure, but ironically, the marketing refuses to fully disclose anything. And that's smart, because the scariest part of First Contact isn't the aliens themselves. It's what the truth would do to society, how governments would react, how belief systems would fracture, how trust would collapse overnight. The trailer suggests that once the truth is released, there is no undoing it, no walking it back, no controlling the fallout. Total disclosure means total chaos. Spielberg has always been interested in how ordinary people respond to extraordinary events. Here, he seems more interested than ever in the psychological cost. Not just the shock of contact, but the aftermath. The promotional tagline reinforces that idea. This summer, the truth belongs to 7 billion people. That's not a promise, it's a threat. Disclosure Day is scheduled to hit theaters on June 12, 2026, and its release date alone suggests confidence. This isn't a quiet sci-fi release. This is a major cinematic event positioned right in the middle of blockbuster season. And yet, despite the scale, the film feels deeply personal. We're not being shown space battles or alien technology. We're being shown faces, reactions, fear, confusion, loss of control. This could easily become one of Spielberg's most unsettling science fiction films, not because of what it shows, but because of what it implies. If aliens arrived tomorrow, it wouldn't just rewrite science, it would rewrite humanity. And Disclosure Day seems fully committed to exploring that reality without softening the edges. As someone who's followed Spielberg's career for decades, this feels like a statement film, a return to a genre that defined him, but through the lens of an older filmmaker who understands how fragile certainty really is. There's a reason this trailer debuted during the Super Bowl. It wasn't just about reach, it was about timing. Millions of people watching together. One moment, one reveal. That parallel feels intentional. Because Disclosure Day isn't just about aliens landing on Earth. It's about what happens the moment the entire world finds out at the same time. And judging by this trailer, that moment won't be beautiful. It will be terrifying. I'll be watching this one very closely as we move closer to release. And if this teaser is any indication, Disclosure Day could end up being one of Spielberg's most talked about films in years. Until then, keep asking yourself the question the film dares to pose. If the truth was undeniable, would you really want to know? Thanks for watching. Share your thoughts in the comments. This is where these kinds of films come to life. But first and foremost, please subscribe to my channel to support me and ensure my videos continue. Stay curious, be critical, keep your eyes on the screen until the next story, and remember, every film you haven't seen is a new film.